You are watching Liberty Online TV.
All right, good afternoon and welcome to the program Liberty Sports, where they come to you live on Liberty Online Television, now Facebook page, YouTube, and all the other social media platforms, them where they watch me from. And this show, they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. May they bring to you this edition of the program. My name is Mohamed Kamara, and of course, today we get a lot more for discuss inside this edition of the program. As we can look at the development that we don't happen so far, now the Babadi Kamara administration, ever since we take up the mantle of leadership now the Sierra Leone Football Association. Waiting as all the impact we don't make so far. And also if we say you know get some right, we improvements need for be applied, they definitely will come and look at all the areas and day. And of course today I get you know somebody with me at the studio where don't contribute a lot for ensure say a promote local football or sports in general. Wayne Ailton John, a renowned journalist, and of course I respect forget Pali Cisse, we insef na renowned journalist. You know, this na conversation we get for do it. People and we don't dey around football. You know, we not decide for include the Sierra Leone Football Association. We just decide for limit them to people and we don't dey follow the game. We don't dey follow this game from the previous administration or the one before Thomas Daddy Brima and onto this current one with this one way na you know Babadi Kamara we na the current the look at the development that would happen so far. Now the Babadi Kamara administration, we currently the run football business at the country. Hilton, good afternoon and welcome to Liberty Sport.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, my brother. Good afternoon to viewers out there.
All right, Sina Hilton John, with respect forget Pali Cisse for joining me at the studio. And of course, as when we don't see the flyer, instead we don't give you a word say, definitely go there. And we look forward for receive at the studio so that instead we able for making inputs na the program. But while we wait for Pali Cisse for joining with Hilton. Now, let we look at you know the Babadi Kamara administration. We currently the spearhead football at the country. You know, Babadi don't take over the leadership of football, and you not somebody don't follow football for a very long time. Now, quickly. What it takes so far about Babadi administration, some of the things that we don't happen so far within the couple of months we on the in leadership.
Well, I can tell you, say, in the first case, you maybe call that the election still there under scrutiny. The election still get a lot of constitutional issues where candidates will be vie for different position. Let's be specific, presidential position. The then president of the Football Association, Thomas Daddy Brima, a presidential aspirant, Aminata Bangura, they were disqualified unlawfully. We see in the first case what Aminata team did. They went to CAS. CAS gave a provisional ruling. She came to the election just 48 hours to the elections. The election, Alunge, it is not an hidden secret. USABC footages of all went wrong. We see the way how the Manando people will get through delegate lists. Benjamin Gordon will be the first on the issue about the constitution. Will be the preach what the Constitution says. We should go by the statute. We see the way I was beaten properly, was molested. We see how the security apparatus in that day, then they use political power. And then we see how the election was conducted clandestinely. We see how some regional chairman, like Mubarak, serving as the chairman of the Southern Region Football Association, served as the man who called the delegate list. Everything was disorganized because according to the statute of the Sierra Leone Football Association, if you maybe recall in the last election, how the then President Aisha Yuansin conducted the election. That election was peaceful. That election was transparent. We see those who vying for position, the one that we qualify legally, will not really serve anybody contested that me whether disqualify me, waiting and disqualify me for so it be wrong. And then we see Aisha Johansi go now the all McKinney, she dissolved the executive by the provision, gives her the rights, dissolve the executive, and then the electoral board, I repeat, the electoral board, now then conduct election, the electoral board, and then spear everything but election. But in this election, we went to Lunge, we see ESCO members, how me go they stand, how me go they vie for position, and me back they go sit on a table, now back they go conduct election, regional chairman they go hold mic, they go call a list. So in other words, the election was a clandestine election, and we still there on it. That resulted to the cases then where we see say these people and take to cast the president, then the Thomas Dade Brahma, you disqualify, you say, because of police clearance. You disqualify, you say, because of passport. The passport he's using is a diplomatic passport. Diplomatic passport are signed by the president. So if you say the man beget two passports, so it shows that even the process is how he got his diplomatic passport was illegal. So you start for questioning the immigration, and then you go to the table of the president. We see how Aminata Bangura was disqualified just because of political power. People use their political power. People use their money. Say, now what you want? Power. Now this person for B. Now this person for B president. We came from the elections. We see football started in the leadership of the sitting presidents, Babadi Kamara. But one thing I observe, I've said this time with a number, I'll continue to say it. The day where the Babadi executive do well at the talker. The day where they crumble, the day where they fumble, the day where they mess up, I will say it to the public. Since the executive came in, you will start for say, you give them first praise in terms of sorting out sponsorship, the Marapa Minds. That was a good step. Okay. In terms of developing more support, galvanizing more support. One of the big challenges we get in our sporting sector is finance support. You can agree to that. Sure. In the era of Daddy Brahma, he solicited sponsorship from Leon Rock. He solicited sponsorship from other companies. He solicited sponsorship from the government, because if the government not gets a good leadership of person, we at least go to push the NSA, the ministry, you can't get that support. That's what Daddy Brahma did. Mm-hmm. We see government support the Premier League. That was a good support on the government to the Football Association and the NSA and the MOS. And we see Leo came in terms of giving boosts to our league. We see the first official female Premier League board was formed. So in the era now of Babadi Kamara, governance is continuation. Governance, you will then do, you will be the cause, you will be the criticize. What you can. You can't see the developments where you predecessor do, what you get for do. They continue. So the only thing I've seen so far that is very impressive is more support, galvanizing more support in terms of sponsorship for development of football. But all other things, may you agree, say, the participation of our teams, they be. Football is playing everywhere under Daddy Brahma. Now under Babadi's continuation, there is nothing else you can change. Our participation in international competitions still continues. Despite we'll be expecting a fairly matches for our national team will not be fruitful. The same struggle with Daddy Brahma, struggle in terms of Leon Stade FM money. At the same time, we see happen back in this dispensation. We start in say the NSA boss, Emmanuel Safar Abdullah Esquire, they go now Swazi, they go run at people, they lend money for commission. Daddy Brahma, they take your book, he go lend money, he call we talker. It's a government gave up over $200,000 to the National Sports Authority. So that is not new. we see our teams competing. Our under-17 team competed in a qualifiers. Unfortunately, we'll get to dismal results. In Daddy Boyama team, we say better performance. In Daddy Boyama era, our under-20 for the first time attended or competed in the under-20 Nations Cup competition. We get Premier League now, they play. Female league, they play. Male league, they play. I was told that under-17 league for start. Is it today or maybe the future days coming? Under-17 league, they play. Under Daddy Boyama. The unfortunate thing back we see happen is the setting of the standard of teams. If you want to change, if you want to implement a law, you cannot change something one day. We have an ecosystem. The ecosystem will show the way how football for run in the top tier level. That's the Premier League. We get 18 Premier League club. These were the same stakeholders who went to Congress. They unanimously agreed that we should go by the ecosystem. The ecosystem, they show the system of how the league for play in terms of how teams are relegate. Yeah. Unfortunately, in the era of Babadi Kamara, what he did, he compensated clubs who voted for him. So last season, there was no playoff. Okay. The Cambo Eagles, you name them, all these clubs there, just because they voted for them in the elections. It was part of the plan. They cancel. They willfully, they deliberately cancel the playoff. You know what it means? For example, you are running a club. You are spending your money. Almost people in this country where they make money back from football. Almost. People are pouring their money. People are depriving their homes. They cancel the league. Because when you cancel the playoff, now the league you cancel. Unfortunately, we have club who went to the CAF configuration competition. You call that. Easterlands went, you know the result. Banta went, you know the result. This standard of football for a club qualifying to CAF competition and for developer standard. Delegates, they not to Belili don't get contract too. Also because we go play CAF competition and get exposure. It cancel national team. From national team, now also don't go sign a professional contract. But if we don't go compete in a CAF competition, then at home now you say relegation on the what you play the league for? Because of the weakness of these stakeholders, then they will challenge the president, then they will challenge the executive. We cancel the Snappy League. It wouldn't be the biggest calamity. The Snappy League. How can you wake up in the morning, you call club just for 8 hours, you can play Snappy League, or can do reduction of teams in the first division? Is Snappy League part of the WAFA constitution or any regional constitution? Is it part of the SLFA constitution? It is totally wrong. That brings in the big problem now with FC Juansi Football Club, owned by the former president, Aisha Yuansin, with the executive of the Sierra Leone Football Association, and also the Western Area Football Association. You cannot blame the Western Area Football Association. They got directives from the executive, headed by Babadi Kamara. Juansi say, we need to play Snappy League because I quote, according to the president then of the Football Association, you have what described as the best president, Aisha Yuansin, he said she has a conversation with the president of the Football Association, Babadi Kamara, that this Snappy League will not be recognized. This Snappy League now like a warm-up, like a gala in preparation. You can recall the calendar, SLFA poll, when the system of football, you can recall that, yeah. When league they start, Premier League, Division 1, you see anything then they put there was Snappy. So that was very deceiving. That was indeed deceiving. And now don't be surprised, the internal processes have started. Let me say this now. FC1's legal team, the right the SLFA, the right the Western Area Football Association, for me and get more better explanation, because the next step of Juansi Football Club, the next 10 days is going to CAS. So how you come as president, you get so many cases. It is not good, my brother. No carry on football vengeance. No carry on football because Mohammed not be support you, not be the talk for you when you be the campaign.
All right, Ilsin, I think you analyze a lot, and for Post Video Watch, we go say, like, if you say the current president, Babadi Kamara, they run football with vengeance, meaning people will not be the supporter and during the time of campaign, meaning it is sideline them or you get some issues with them. One go say this is not a big allegation. How true or how sincere you feel say this allegation be?
Let me give you more background, my brother. When we went to Liberia, was it in November, we were playing African qualifiers. The so-called Deputy Secretary General now, who was the campaign manager, the media campaign manager, when Pali was kicked out, you can recall on our Ostana, Ishmael Saidu Kanu, we saying a lawyer. Could you believe I went to Liberia? I was denied accreditation
Okay.
just because I don't want to use that language of adjective, say ignorance or stupidity. How me go come on and go Liberia for go support Salone? Because you see, me they talk for it who I want. Wanna not give me accreditation.
So
Who owns Leon Star?
so now that
No, I'm coming. Of recent, that is just one out of the bigger pictures. Was it 72 hours ago, 48 hours ago? The coaches' calls were the gone. But coaches' calls be the gone since Aisha in term. Also now we can get badges of our coaches. Our Kista can get paper. Also because he can Salone under Joansi do many causes they get paper. And that is why my term their own coaches' calls from C, B, D, and A. This is the way how many coaches then promoted to a Class A. You recall when there was a condition in the Premier League that only Class A coach for coach. So how they become coach also because they do calls. So let me tell you this. Was it 48 hours ago? I was told, I've sent text to the president, no, he didn't respond, that there is this allegation that a man called Taribo, within a McKinney, can do cause, where you can do. Taribo is a coach. He stays in McKinney. The president of the football association. You say because they talk about you on social media.
How you get this? How you get this information?
It's a clear picture. I'm a journalist. I've been in the field for over 20 years.
Okay.
Yesterday I did on the football academy. I go watch game. I get the sources that we can meet me. People in the FA confirm it. Before ever then go inside and go talk to them. Taribo inside go talk to them before you allow. It is totally wrong. So because Taribo be talk about you on social media, what thing they not talk about Daddy Brahman in this country? Ebo, if they want to be a politician, if you don't want people to scrutinize you, if they want people to talk in favor of you or against you, don't come to politics. When you are in politics, you are serving the nation. So you have those that will say good about you. You get the one that they say bad about you. President BOS, you don't know all man go talk good about who they scrutinize President BO. So who are you? Taribo not be there for you. Fine. Does that mean the man can do cause you for go to get banana? Now pay money. Now free to do the cause. These applicants pay their money to do cause at the football association. This same cause you can recall. Kista did the same cause, some of these same cause under Daddy Brahim, I can recall. We questioned the day for the certificate. 30 days on coach, you're not getting a certificate. But Taribo cannot because you can't meet her. You go tell and say, they ask her out. So very soon, my brother, there is a possibility that they'll start to ban some of una SLFE. It is totally wrong. Listen to your critics, learn from your critics, watch what your critics they tell you. I've said this time with a number and I will say it. Anything they do good, and they can't talk her. When Marampa they go get the sponsorship, what I tell you? And I say it is good. It is good.
In all of the thing them way you don't see. And according to you, you say if Babadi do well, you they come and praise them. You don't reference the Marampa Mines deal where it be signed for give sponsor to the league. Apart from the Marampa Mines deal where it be signed, you know if you say any other good things than they with Babadi don't add to football development.
Let's go to the secretariat. The secretariat where they go keep meeting now. This secretariat gets a renovation project. This project now by step. In season, you be the seen on social media. These were the same people that go video SLFA. Usana poto video. Thank you very much. You're not the members in the image of Salone. If you come, they can't expedite the job. That's not to change you. Not the same contract where Daddy Boyman signed and they go on. So the development of the technical center. What's in you? In can be other technical center. That is nothing new. The people, the contractors, they now by segments of the work. The expansion of the perimeter fence, it is part of that. It is part of the project. Another contractor can do the perimeter fence. The answer is no. It's the same contractors. The developments where they go on now, where now every one of them they enjoy the technical center. I watched yesterday the technical center. I see like 75% work has been done. Under Daddy Brahima. The pitches we are using, not under order. Aisha Joansi paved the way, implemented by Daddy Brahima. So there is nothing extraordinary. League the play. Let me repeat. League be the play. League not be the play. Female league not be the play. Sponsorship not be there from government. Sponsorship not be there from corporate institution. Coaches development not there. It's the same way. The same way a national team struggle under Daddy Brahma executives, the same national team are struggling. It is not a secret. The promotion of our referees is the same. The same referees the way they under Daddy Brahma in term. Now only one them pull, what them bring other person. The same thing, not the same thing in the season. Not one person come. What them pull Buzo. Buzo was removed, and then they bring entirely from Bo. That is the only thing. So I don't see something extraordinary.
So what about the annual subvention? We see a kind of increment happening.
These increments, let me give you the catch. This thing was stable, it was done, it was agreed under the first Congress, under Daddy Brahma. Not so like Nanga implements. Oh no, the executive not get the power to cancel them. No.
But you're not facing
it's a budget.
Okay.
It's a budget. No, what they did at that time when they attended the Congress, Daddy Brahma be late for the Congress. That is the honest truth. So when I went to the Congress, it was stable. It was agreed. But FIFA was waiting for, after SLF elections, for the new funds, when they get, because now we don't get the new funds, where you implement. So that was agreed in Congress. That is the reason, let me give you the catch. If you follow the SLF elections, when it was the time for financial records, what did they do? What did you already delegate the Allah? Approve. Not so it be. Or approve them. At the executive. Not so the stakeholders. Not so the parliament. They are the parliamentarians in football. The stakeholders in a Congress. They are the parliamentarians. That is the secret area of the parliamentarians. These stakeholders. Now they all Allah unanimous. Now they all approve. Financial reports 2025, 2028. They approve. So you implement. Now implement. It was already there. How FIFA and CAF they work, for example, all waiting Congress to approve. The secretariat through the president or an executive, they follow the outcome of these congresses. FIFA scrutinize and approve. When the funds in Ghana disbursement, it is not new.
So you want to say Babadi and in current executive not for take accolade of this?
No, they should not. Let me give you another catch. Now 11 people let me the honest of you, the ESCO members, are 2 persons in common. They'll get change of position. For example, Mayor Badaga was serving as the vice president 2. He stepped in as the vice president 1. Arona Johnson out. Daddy Brahma was the president. He stepped in. He stepped out. Babadi Kamara became the president. Prince Sakui was the regional chairman for the Eastern region. He contested for the vice presidency 2. Also at Badaga Bide. And then he take the position. So those were born 90% of them not to them BDD. Then
this brings me back to the next question. Who's if you say the problem be there between Thomas Daddy Brahma and that of the ESCO members then?
To be honest, you see, there are times in life you should be sincere with what you are saying. You see, our football go only develop when we get people away. If Daddy Brahma do bad, on my responsibility for tell on the two.
Okay.
Daddy Brahma not a saint. Daddy Brahma was not perfect. But Daddy Brahma was the kind of president where be liberal. Daddy Brahma was the president where mix pana cabal. Say because you know be support Daddy Brahma. People in the support Daddy Brahma when join Daddy Brahma. Daddy Brahma no bring a fet camp of football. Everything runs. Daddy Brahma left everything on SLFA. Name one boss Daddy Brahma Sakui come SLFA. Name one ba. Did he sacked? No. It gives opportunity. When Babadi executive come by, they said they don't sack 4-5 people. A month they now they go for Congo.
So that they don't sack.
The damn technical director was sacked. Inspector Ba played for Sierra Leone. He burned his sweat. He shed his blood. He wasted his time.
Why if you say then sack him?
According to Babadi, he said in a press conference that was the biggest laugh of the town. He said because the man no conduct cause. What type of talk is that? What type of talk?
Babadi be right or wrong?
Totally wrong. I the conduct cause as technical director. He sent a proposal to the executive through the Secretary General. They approve. They provide the funds. They give you the go ahead. You announce to the public. So if the executive not be approved for make Inspector Baron calls, Say what you may, Inspector Basav as technical director was trying. We see the development of these competition, how do they play? This under 17, you can recall. We get a smaller teams, the other teams, they all be they play. Also now we see our bigger teams get feeder teams. Ebo, say what you mean, Inspector Bar contribute to the technical department of the Football Association. Whether it was on contract, you can call it, okay, now what should they do? We think so we need more possibly more grounded or more possibly exposed. Say what you may, I'm not against John Keister when he was appointed. There are appointees they have done in the Football Association, appointments they have done, some are right. For example, Keister went to the Nations Cup, the qualifiers in 2021. Keister have served in various capacity, in different teams. Qualified Johansi from Division 1, Canada Premier League, win cup with Bo Rangers, win cup with Eastern Lions. That is good. Keister is a CAF instructor. So if you make Keister technical director, you are in a place. It worth it, but it depends how Keister be making himself a appointer.
Okay.
There is this belief not to everybody for become politicians. The last I tell you say I'm supporting Joseph Fijaya Kamara to become president of Sierra Leone. So when Joseph Fijaya Kamara 2028 become president of this country, I want to be minister. That is publicly. But you have some of these people who are chuk. What all the appointees they also come on? AKB, team manager, Bo Rangers, Keister, Bo Rangers, coach, no so be. Ebo. Abedi, now serving as Bo Ranger, is the home-based coach from Cambo Eagles. So that's why I describe these people as stewards. They are the stewards of Babadi Kamara. So what he's doing is compensating all those who publicly.
Then we'll go back to the question I be asked you. Usai Thomas Daddy Brahma be getting wrong with
Daddy Brahma gets wrong with the ESCO because of insincerity.
From Usai?
From the ESCO members.
How?
Some they were not sincere with him.
How?
When things was good, when things was sweet, everybody ramo behind Daddy Brahma. They all glamour with her. When things get bad, when some people begin feel say, you forget 10, me forget 7, this forget 6, things fall apart.
Commission?
Things from waiting they get now the ESCO.
Okay.
ESCO members are receiving quarterly payments of 20 million. Quarterly payments of 20 million. Okay. When ESCO members travel out of the country, they are paid $500 per day. That's the honest truth. Okay. Some ESCO members sold Daddy Brahma because of politics, because of money. That is the honest truth. Daddy Brahma is not a saint. Again, mistake that we make. Let me give you a background of how SLF is run. SLF is run by the approval of ESCO members in every decision taken. SLF funds, only one person they sign. That was the reason why the SEC commissioner, Ben Kelfala, you can recall, when he invited Daddy Brahma, Ibrahim Ba, Engineer Benson Bao, when we went to the ACC office, they went for interview. According to the ACC commissioner, what he told us in that press conference, that they may not do their findings, they may not do their background check. Is that not so? Yeah. They may not trace records of contracts awarded, cash removed, cash lent. As far as they know, the former president stolen $566,000. Also, it was locked at the CID. At the end of the day, Daddy Brahma was arrested on Wednesday. He was bailed on Friday. These are part of the plot for the elections. Since we came back from the ACC, what you hearing as journalists? Did ACC indict Daddy Brahma? You said he might see $566,000. Why not indict her? When there was a misappropriation thought by the then ACC Commissioner Adi Macaulay in the then government under Aisha Juansi regime, she was indicted. No, so it be. Aisha gonna court now, whatever na case nearly 1 year. She was proven innocent because of the ACC not be getting enough evidences. Justice Finn was the sitting judge. So you ACC commissioner, you say that Ibrahima, Engineer Benson Bao and Ibrahim Ba, the aiding and abets the processes of how the money they are come on. $566,000. See so come on ACC, that kingdom come. That is the end of the case. Who are the people who took SLFA or Daddy Brahma to ACC? Kweku Leaks was one of them. Kweku, who is serving as the deputy mayor, who is one of the ESCO member. Now they all go ACC documents. At the end of the day, what the case? Let's be honest to ourselves. Daddy Brahma was molested. Bensi the lock and a cell. Daddy Brahma the lock and a cell. Ibrahim the lock and a cell. Ebo, una the same ESCO. Now the sign check. SLFA check was signed by Daddy Brahma, the president. Arona Johnson, Vice President 1. Ali Badaga, Vice President 2. Now them be the sign check. So how on earth Daddy Brahma in one game go thief money? Let's assume say Daddy Brahma thief money in SLFA. How is possible in one grain? Did Daddy Brahma connive with Arol? Let's say the answer is yes. Why the ACC not bringing Arol? So these were all cooked. This was all planned. This was all of the plan against Daddy Brahma. At the end of the day, look at the international embarrassment now we face as a country. CAS have done the first hearing for Daddy Brahma case. Why you want to put stain on Daddy Brahma? Daddy Brahma is not a saint. If you have a great Daddy Brahma when he's serving one term as president of the Sierra Leone Football Association, Daddy Brahma got 70%. Daddy Brahma qualifies Salon to the Nations Cup. Daddy Brahma make football play all sides. Daddy Brahma bring everybody together. The heroes, the veterans. Who do I be the Yegi? Not fet under Aisha. Where are the fet Aisha? You see anybody can fet under Daddy Brahma? No, because it was liberal. The ESCO, when they be there together, many of the ESCO are my friends. They were my friends. Now only few are my friends. Because waiting them want, when me say me don't want her, or who say they want go, me say me not see the idea to fall apart. But these were the same people who dine with Daddy Brahma, eat one table, eat on one plate. Just because they just feels like there is more bigger, sweeter over there than here, at the moment they jump. Many of these ESCOs almost plan to put their money on football. Almost plan them. Let's be honest. If you watch into the system of our football, the last I tell you, the one that they can't take the money, the one that they can't take the benefit, they are not putting money in football. They are not coming as professionals. They are coming as politicians. For example, if I want to be the PRO of Sierra Leone Football Association now, when election can declare, are they for me candidates? Me say Abub say, when me candidates win, I want go there. Like what now we see. So this is the way how the system of football is running. We only have few professionals in our football.
Okay.
That is the honest truth.
All right, Hilton. So, with all this analysis we don't give, how you go describe the relationship between Thomas Daddy Brahma and that of the ESCO? Not will be cordial or anything?
Well, it was cordial. Going further, we see things fall apart. Only few ESCO members we are with Daddy Brahma.
You know, obviously, because sometimes maybe Daddy Brahma not be the GS to the ESCO member.
It was.
Not be the
It
consult, not the
was. Kweku now one of the people we they admire. Kweku, who is the deputy mayor. Kweku always, anything bad, they tell me. Aside, I no lie, para. Kweku go tell me, say, hey, you and the president can talk. You're not one of the people that we vocal. Hey, waiting they be so. Waiting the president they do. It won't go. I'll tell that Brahma say, Kweku say this, so me not about Kungusa. They tell you reality. Hey, Kweku say this, so yes, that side, yes, is wrong. But okay, we'll go ESCO meeting, let's see how we can do it. The ESCO, some of them were working for themselves, their personal interests. So Kweku not go gladdy because this and this don't be. But now the majority be don't vote. For example, the appointment of the Premier League board chairman, Justice Mageba. Mageba is a fine gentleman, he's a judge. But you can recall Victor Luis era, the Premier League board. Yeah. Victor run the Premier League 1. He was expecting appointment. A shortfall when elite for pay the winner money and the runner up. You know what cause that? Because Victor begets a deal or an agreement with the SLFA that they pays the money. You can recall in one conferences when Engineer Ben Simbao, what he say? SLFA take waiting, the responsibility of waiting, paying championship money. Yeah. And that run up, not so be. So the old Victor, SLFA know what they are doing. Then pull Victor, Justice Mageba come. Mageba come with that different thought. Yes, he wants to see the development of football. He wants to see that everything going straight, but going further. Mageba got it difficult because you have to please who appoint you. You have to please those who brought you in that position. You see what's happened at the end of the league. when we disgrace as a nation, the disciplinary committee take a decision that go in favor of Mighty Blackpool, that should keep them in the league and take Diamond Stars as a relegated club. What's happen? The chairman say no, and keep the outcome. Mighty Blackpool go and get the outcome. No, so be at the end of it, they go publicly. What's going to happen? They say Diamond Star relegate, and Diamond Star was one of the club who voted. So this make all that okay now what to do? What Mighty Blackpool did? They went to FIFA disciplinary committee. The SLFA was told to apologize publicly to Mighty Blackpool for pay Mighty Blackpool $6,500. You can recall the ruling from FIFA. What did the SLFA ESCO did? The answer is no, because they are arrogant. I don't know if the Mighty Blackpool went back to FIFA. What think happened? 20% reduction from the funds SLFA they receive. That's why when they went to that press conference, when they go brainstorm, they are journalists, because it was not the open press conference. We invite journalists with bigger heads like me. We get the guts, we get the mind, they do background for ask SLFA about so and so and so. Then go and Benson, you can recall. Benson deceived the public. He tell the public, say, FIFA waive the financial ban. The financial ban was waived under Daddy Brahma. The financial ban that they put 20% of money. How? So these are many of the things that we go say for me is about their personal interests, not about developing the game. Okay. You want go na escort today because you self want go enjoy, man. That is the honest truth. Only few of these escorts there I go point finger say they are pouring their money day to day on football. But they are receivers. They are professional for what? You go me region can count me because of now we party or now holding a one club or you know we man who go vote you in as ESCO. We gonna either go enjoy you. Per diem na you. National team can either fly. Cause it's the FIFA or this or can either go. I don't know what you contribute back at home. Point how many of these ESCOs are pouring money in their district. How many of these ESCOs are pouring money on teams? Okay. Look, big Diamond Star. The other day, you know, see on social media, they say they can't sell the club. What some of these people are doing. So they are working for themselves. The only thing you they see, people put money into football, my brother. It is when time for campaign. It is when time for elections. And it is totally wrong. If you get the pure heart, not so all man will be president of SLFAO. Not so Pau Passy for be president of the Sierra Leone Football Association. We have people who have served in the ESCO since when they can they serve. Say the left, they are diligent. They serve diligently. They are decent people in this football. Aisha Juansi Khan, 8 years I serve. At the end of the day, she was fourth. He left, he go. Daddy Brahma come. Wait, how will I run football? Whoever gets SLFA president by participating in power, I don't like it. I don't want to see it.
So you want to say
That's what we saw. That's what we saw. The political interference was abundant.
But one go say politics for stay out of football.
But there's no politics. You start look the processes. SLFA pull notification for Congress just because venue, not the day. What you see? Stakeholders what? Went to where? Court call for waiting. Restart the process. Find the SLFA president 100 million.
But don't feel that a due process.
It is.
For the day.
I agree, but listen, we want for develop waiting. Are we fighting? Is it the election? Not because of election and the being. Now, if SLFA pull a press release now, the left venue. Let's say SLFA get in Congress. The left venue, nobody go court.
Really?
That's may you go agree to that. But let's say I have 2 weeks to SLFA election. As long as it is my party. So now, what I've seen so far in our football, when the government in a power, it be a PCO, the APC possibly be SLFA president.
Wow.
When SLPP in a power, the SLPP possibly be SLFA president.
So
and it is totally wrong.
So nobody come on SLPP?
It is. You know, no?
No, may I ask you for
no, he is. He's a member of the SLPP. He's a fan of the SLPP.
So I make it be the FA president?
Absolutely. We see the political interference into the game, into the elections. It is totally wrong. Some people were misled. Some people were used. Some people are waiting and can do in the election. Some of them, they don't know how party this. They don't talk. They are professionals, some of them in their profession. Where they sabi the woko, But when it comes into SLF election, when you are on instructions, my brother, you find it very, very difficult. Look the committees then. Look decisions then, the way committees then. But I go disqualify sitting president, you say, because how they call it? Police clearance. When the president went for the police clearance, you say the president gets 2 passports. Bro, how? You carry the president go ACC. Right. It was locked. Then Bela, at the end of the day, what the case? Now they see the political lens.
Okay.
Who don't go then at this country ACC they only for $566,000. The only Wednesday and Billy Friday. Thus is there will not hear nothing. Let's not forget about the case. Whether that Brahma should have been indicted, Engineer Benson Bao, Ibrahim Ba, made them go defend themselves outside, not to court of law.
Yeah.
So that's everybody don't forget that. But no, that Brahma, yes, okay, they say, okay, may go defend himself. But these are all of the steps they use in the elections. If you know that you are stronger, you hear that Brahma statements, Now one of the sister media, he said people win election political connections. I don't win election political connections. That's what the former president said.
Okay, continue for the with me. In name now, Hilton John, a sports journalist. Of course, today we want for assess the developments we don't happen so far. Ever since we, Babari Kamara don't take up the mantle of leadership now the Sierra Leone Football Association. And of course, the debates we just want for limit time within, the journalistic view. Let journalists them give them view with regards to this. That make we decide for get Hilton and also Pali CC. And Pali we don't give him word say he go join we, but when we start the program up to now, come yet now the studio. Maybe
Pali's my brother.
So you want to say Pali
He's looking for a job.
Pali not going to withstand this.
He's not going to Pali to look for a job. He's not going to can't talk. 9 months he supported the current executive, don't get a job.
Really?
Pali is not happy. Pali is sick. He's sick in mind. He's not happy.
Anyways,
that's the honest truth. He's sick.
Hilton, be they consider for the allegation. Anyways, I come back to you. Recently, we see 2 appointments. One get for do it the former acting Secretary General Mohamed Ben Simbao and he work order Thomas Daddy Brahima. Yeah. And then now we see they don't appoint her now as the Secretary General for the FA, and also we see they appoint Ishmael Kanu, for serve as the Deputy Secretary General for the FA. Now let me look at them 2 gentlemen there. What you make of their appointments? Now you see you get some people way be they work with Thomas Daddy Brahima, way non be they do well with her, meaning them they get some issues and they play games with her. And now we see all through Thomas Daddy Brahima in time, Ben Simbi just they serve as acting. Yeah. But now, Babadi don't come, he don't make him, official Secretary General for the FA.
Well, I can tell you in life, Fred Papa go to the worship, yeah? All through they do so, we get for go answer one day to God. You get for be sincere to your conscience. You not invite me in this medium for can't talk anything contrary your scrutiny about Joseph Ijia Kamara, the next president of Sierra Leone. I will not do it because I'm supporting JFK publicly. Yeah? Let's be honest with yourself. Engineer Benson Ba was promoted by Daddy Brahma Executive. That is the honest truth. Daddy Brahma Executive promoted Engineer Benson Bao. Benson was the corporate affairs director at the SLFA. The SLFA executive under Daddy Brahma promoted him as acting. You can recall that. Yeah. Benson comes to the lecture. Benson is a nice gentleman. He is. Don't take that from him. His relationship is good. But what Benson did, Benson played games. Let me tell you the honest truth. Benson was pressured politically. Benson was pressured because now we all come on one side. Benson was one of those who were locked at CID. You can call that. When he was invited by the ACC commissioner, Francis Benkel Fala. At the end of the day, Benson was bailed. No, so be. Benson come back. Benson was playing games. Benson sold Daddy Brahima. Benson sold SLF elections.
Really?
Yes.
Evidence?
Evidence. Very simple. Benson sent correspondence in terms of email to the then Vice President Juan Arona Johnson about the list of delegates that will be going to the elections. Okay. There are a lot of correspondences we are sent by those who vie for different positions during the elections. All these correspondences were kept by Benson. Benson played games. He sold the elections. It is very simple. Benson served Daddy Brahima as acting. Listen, don't wait SLF election, Babadi can make him permanent. It's a compensation. The SLFA Secretary General job should be advertised. Okay. When Christopher Kamara became the Secretary General of the Sierra Leone Football Association, what the ESCO did under Aisha Juansi-led executive, they advertised the job. Now use the due process. Elect now you want, yeah? Now use the due process. Everybody, many people applied. Dr. Adgaman Soare, Christopher Kamara, I don't forget the other people there. They applied for the job. They went for interviews. They went through the processes. How best election go down quick tell and make it Secretary General? How? That compensation. Because he sold elections. Okay. That's what he did. It is not eating. Bessie forgets for say he don't send mail to Aaron Jones copy of the list of delegates. When we went to Lunge, delegates were thrown out. Because the name not on the list. Baby Benson had 2 lists to get. Benson connive with his committee members for sold Daddy Brima, for sold the elections. That's what he did. When Aisha Juansi was serving as the president of the Sierra Leone Football Association under Christopher Kamara, Chris gets him bad, Chris gets him good. But he was very professional and loyal to executive. Until the biggest push tap and push, when Aisha Juansi resigned. And then you see the second part of Chris. Chris never sold the ESCO at that time, as what Bensi did. Bensi was pressured politically. Bensi was pressured in other ways. Not only because they go lock you a CID make you go free though. They say it's money. It's money. Aiding and abetting. You did processes. Or now you be the right documents there. According to ACC findings. That was the reason why he was arrested. He was locked at the CID. Okay. So because they intimidate you, you're afraid. Or because there is this mentality that no, come on one side, it is totally wrong. Benson knows the statute of the SLFA. He is the custodian of the statute. In that Congress, in the absence of the president, in the absence of the longest serving vice president one, there should be no elections. But Benson ate the process.
Hilton, if he Benson for be loyal to anybody, not if he say for loyal to him boss, when Thomas Daddy Brima other than Babadi.
Thank you very much. It's a good question. But that was not Benson. Social media, may you be the follow. Also, what did not say Benson, my brother? A lie? The Babadi campaign team. This same Ishmael who work with the deputy, not the right piece there, but Benson the two-face, Benson the mouth the cap, Benson the sector, the incompetent sector, all type of antagonist words they use against Benson.
So that it say you say Benson not be the support Babadi administration.
No.
Or in team.
That was a game. That was a game. It was a silent game. It was a silent game.
Okay.
When it is time for me to pull chest, I pull chest. That's what he did. He weighed the water, he weighed the environment. The Friday for make SLF election for me delegates and go with the list. Could you imagine? Election on Saturday, list not come out at 2 o'clock morning. After Benson don't send a mail to Aaron Johnson about the list, we're going to different list. That was what he did. Benson will be
different from the list.
The list, now the delegate, the name there. Casho, you can recall, eh?
Yeah.
What did Casho say? Other commoner in rural district, where is part of it, and every Sabias waiting. Delegates. This club don't send this person, then go and change them. The Karine district chairman, he can call Kande, what's in and do? Or Mahmoud, what's in and do? In list, where in Senate chairman, they remove her. The vice chairman of Eastern Region Football Association, he can call. That Congress, so-called chairman of Eastern Region Football Association, we don't call Skilo Jabi. They go chook, he call. We chook on Congress. In name all, they remove them. There were people. Them pull people away the nose. Them begin to be the one and they vote for you. If you not pull them, if you not take decision, yeah, then you the same bench. You not forget God will make you. Don't not say Karuk for. Don't really conduct elections. Go by the process.
But one go say the incumbents can always stand chance. So why in the cry foul now?
Oh.
The incumbents by then when Thomas Daddy Brima.
Because it was sold. Daddy Brima one possibly elected to go lost any side. Log go no more genuinely. He's so confident.
So you believe in fair play?
Thank you very much. That election where we go with that, the go beat school fee. You hear anybody say, them pull this in him, them pull this in him. Let's be honest to ourselves. Daddy Brahma won, was it 4 or 5 votes? No, so it be able. Don't use your political power because your party is in power today and your money to become president. It is totally wrong. Not only make that na division about football. Their same escort, and no one Benson. No. Benson was forcefully appointed.
Really?
Yes. Compensation.
So how sure you be?
It's sold. I don't know. Let me tell you, the escort then go 2-10 for full Benson. Now Babadi come and say no. These same escorts, I'm talking to them. 2-10 go for Benson.
So Babadi and the escorts are more powerful.
Is Babadi the president at this kind of escort we have?
But how is supposed to be?
It is totally wrong. It should be one vote, one voice. 11 escorts. The majority can vote. The majority carry the vote. Ishmael Saidu Kanu serve as the campaign manager for Babadi Media. You know Ostanaya? In what capacity? I get the flyer, take it that keeper as evidence. Maybe they will say that they go court, so that they go sidebar. You know, say now, quickly, we'll take it to court, we'll take it to sidebar. At the CID, he served as the campaign manager, spokesman, when Pali Cisse was kicked out. Pali started as the director of media, Team BBD. Alaisa, no so be. When Ishmael Kaya in that capacity, he announced on a same flyer out as the head of media Team Babadi. No so be. So they appoint her not to compensation. It is compensation. It's not by competency. No one get job because they're competent. May not be advertise the job. Are they competent?
So
they learn book, they get a degree or PhD. The answer is no. There are more competent people out there.
So for serving that capacity, you need PhD?
No, you don't need PhD, but you need more experienced people.
So what about Benson and Ishmael? Are they not competent?
Ishmael is not. Maybe go say Benson is small. But the way how they appoint her, let me out competency in job. Thank you. This is a camera. I cannot serve as a camera operator at your office, except I have to go within 2 processes. You have people at the SLF that work there 15, 20 years. You think from admin, think the Elma, the Sogi Brand. Other people in the day, they don't go through it in the ranks in administration. Our administration they run. Not about graduation. Thank you very much. You don't appoint people away to not get to know how. Serving as secretary for a Premier League club is different from working at the secretariat too. Let's get understanding about this. Do you understand? For example, you cannot make me chairman of the APC party. Do you have the experience? I don't be any executive member in any constituency, ward, district, or region. We go say, I'll be secretary general in Eastern region for APC. You don't get the experience. You don't witness as many elections or many. You understand what I mean? I am not competent. Elect you get PhD. It's a different thing. Okay. So don't appoint these people because they appointed them. For me, I can understand it's politics. The Bible say labor and expect. They labor. They fought for it. That's why Benson sold the elections. Ishmael pulled close as lawyer. He campaigned openly. He cost Benson and other ESCO member there because you want to work now. They look for work. Now they don't get the work. Now compensation. It's not about qualification. If not about qualification, they will advertise the job. Maybe they advertise the job. Make you can't tell me say, but make out this made a work nice if I don't get administrative ideas. And Benson, I bet job he get to. Now 1 year contract and gear. This 1 year contract now because Benson get but could see if I can go answer a cast. With that might end his career in football.
Okay.
Because Benson, the evidences are rare, the evidences are there when he sold the election. Only games he played. Some of the people are now cast for invites for questioning. Then go ask it, then go say ask the Secretary General. Because Benson served as Secretary General for all the committees in elections. So he knows every bit of everything that went on. Every committee will take part in elections. Now Benson was the Secretary General.
Right.
So these committee members go in that position for say, we are not guided by the custodian or by the secretariat. Who heads the secretariat is the CEO. The Secretary General is the CEO of the secretariat. So, on ask the Secretary General. So Benson will be going to CAS.
Okay.
Let's see if he succeeds in CAS, they win cases, he will come back and serve in 1 year. Then after 1 year, he will be kicked out. Mark the word what I tell you. After 1 year, he will be kicked out at SLFA. That's if they reach 1 year.
Hilton, you say any job so far at SLFA for advertiser?
Not every job.
Okay, but job like
Secretary General
for advertiser.
And the president is there.
Okay.
How Christopher Kamara come? Because they
I ask if
they advertise the job.
I ask if doing some of that Ibrahim, then say they advertise certain jobs.
No. Daddy Brahma meets Chris Kamara as Secretary General.
Yes.
It gets issues. It was suspended by the ESCO. It went on leave.
But let me tell you, say go on leave.
The council. From leave, there was a committee that set for investigate Chris. There was this allegation that Johan C played with Zoom Stars in McKinney. They say, why is the game they play? That was a relegation period. They say Chris Kamara take bench, allegation, allege. He take bench, go hit referee. So as Secretary General, they say, no, for doing. Allegedly. So what the ESCO did, they set a committee. So why is Chris go leave? As he leave, they done. Committee say, we are investigating. So you should not be part of the process. So they set her aside. Now, so they set her aside saying, you can't done.
Okay.
Yes. The job was advertised. Chris applied for the job. That is the right process.
Okay.
Whether or not they want favor Chris, everything that this world will get favor. Even when a person die, you get some people they put in a fan grave, you get some people they put in a rotting grave.
So not to that same favor they follow Babadi?
For what?
According to you, say everything like you favor you.
Absolutely. That's what follow him.
Okay.
That's what favor him.
Okay.
He has the money. He has the political will.
Okay.
He has the support of Ben Susul election.
Right.
And then he become the president.
Quick one, Hilton. Let's just check the inbox and read out some of the messages. Them plenty comments that don't come so far. But
No
this
problem.
first one, they come out from Alusan Koroma. They say, Mr. Hilton, let me say this to you. Mr. Babadi Kamara is not a member of the Sierra Leone People's Party. Go and check. Let's stop this talk and let's support Babadi Kamara. And this other one, they come out from Saidullah Mansari. They say, Petros. Okay, he said most of these ESCO members at the football secretariat don't put their money into football. What do you think about that? That's now another question again.
From
and
Petros?
this one, they come out from Kamara. They say, Hilton John, I think some of the things you are saying about the sitting president are not accurate. It sounds more like frustration than you. Frustration that your preferred candidate is not in office anymore. Let's stick to verified facts rather than personal opinion. Cook Committee FC, give us our tough back. Lunge people are asking for what they deserve.
Okay.
That's now another one. We come from Mr. Kamara. This other one come out from Alusan Kuruma. They say, Hilton Babadi Kamara is the best president in the Sierra Leone football. So stop talking bad about his executive after Babadi Kamara. Now Babadi Kamara back. This one, they come out from Kelly. They say, better for him to join hands with Babadi Kamara governance in which to develop football in Sierra Leone. Anyways, I think for sake of time, let's just squeeze in this one. This one, they come out from Kelly again. They say, I have listened to Hilton over 34 minutes now, yet he have not mentioned nothing good about Babadi Kamara governance. What really Babadi Kamara has done wrong to this guy? Anyways, I think I'll go Lande. Now we just come to you, Hilton.
So from the view of the Texas, Kelly is my brother, he's my man. He's coming from AIK. Kelly is one of the appointees there, and one of the people that compensate. I don't be the cost on social media.
The last one, this one they say, what about Daddy Brahma? Which party he belongs?
Daddy Brahma is an SLPP.
Alaji Aruna.
He's an SLPP.
Okay.
Me they like purpose, you know.
Okay. So go ahead.
Daddy Brahma is an SLPP.
Okay.
So those Texas I can understand. Petros serves he's serving as a media committee member to Babadi Alai, no so be. So Petros is on a contract. He's also looking for a job. He's just like Pali, they are in the same boat. He's looking for a job. So that Texas, it's not about eating Babadi executive.
Okay.
It's about saying the reality. If anything bad not be being in SLF, we'll not get cast cases during the elections. That is the honest truth. Who's prophet they can't sit on a year, or who's imam or pastor, reverend, they can't tell them they bensin, they appoint him because he deserves it. The answer is no. Because he sold elections. Ishmael, you don't host an ayah as head of media, Team Babadi, Alaisa. So they appoint her, not for compensation. It is compensation. What I say about myself. I say when JFK become the president come 2028, I want to be minister. I want to stand in a better position. I want to get a big job. That's why publicly I say I am supporting Joseph Ijiga Kamara. Not so I say, sir. So that is what is existing in the Sierra Leone Football Association. Those appointees are compensated for what they have done from the vaccine. Like how Bensi sold the elections. It is not an hidden secret. Let Bensi go any side of the world, he sell the elections. Look at the cast cases. Mighty Blackpool delegates, they say, pay them. Una apologize. Una say no because of arrogance from the executive. That lead you out to 20% of the annual fee or annual money where SLFA they get. Don't run football by vengeance. When you come, you don't win election, you get a responsibility as ESCO member, you get responsibility as president for Unify. Not so all man the APCU, not so all man the SFPPU. But there are things the president, one time I was amazed what President Bio did. You can recall? When the so-called ACC commissioner Ben Kelfala take them chicha them. You can recall that, eh? Yeah. Now cutting three. These teachers were indicted. Say then they on malpractice of corruption. Alisa, the court not find them guilty yet. What he did, they go give the man a cough, they go put the man a cutting. What President Bio did? President Bio apologized. That was a good step from President Bio. I am the president. If you investigate person, una charge them to court. That day, I shed tears for that teacher. No one day, Sabian. I don't know what's in the accuse him for whether he do him. But how quick, boy, you want me an investigator, you want me the judge? It can't work. So that is the same system going on in football. I don't want them to like me.
Okay.
A text is talking about frustration. Frustrated for what? I have my job. I'm a journalist. I'm working with JFK. Ebo. They're not going to talk to another job. They are still looking for a job. They are waiting for a job. I am content with what I have. I am content the life I am living. If today I get guy for eat, the guy they eat. Tomorrow I get me salad, they eat me salad. Women then meet up with Sabu Keda, with Sabu level. Kelly is my brother. I will not say anything bad. I like the opinion. Okay. That is the opinion. Okay. But what I will say, I repeat it. Those appointed at the Sierra Leone Football Association, majority are compensated because they publicly fight for Babadi Kamara. That is good in politics. Okay. Engineer Bensi Bao sold SLF election. That's why he was appointed, or he has been appointed as the Secretary General of the Football Association. Ishmael Saidu Kanu, not so by education, not so by rank, not so by qualification. Now, because he support Babadi publicly, cost the then executive. This same ESCO member, they already go work with so. And they be the cost. And now, the compensator, they make a deputy secretary. Nothing changed about that. We want to see a football. If I not be support you, not hate me. Not go pull coach, we go do cause because Taribo will be the talk against it on social media. We go pull on it is totally wrong. Come serve as president. That if you win cases them. Can left legacy. Aisha Johansi go ACM. They say she was part of the processes that lead with so good pitches. Daddy Brahma go say, I was the president who qualified Sierra Leone 24 years. To the Nations Cup. I was the president who qualified Sierra Leone under 20 to the Nations Cup. I was the president who officially launched the female board. I was the president who unified the football family. Daddy Brahma go say, I was the president. We make all them pitch there now. When they say people are with they look this artificial turf, they tell the artificial turf say na fake. But today now they look na SLFE. Right. Daddy Brahma get legacies them. Okay. That's what we want to see. Come and set legacy. Right. Don't have vengeance of people. Don't use your political power. Don't use your money because you are dear. Nothing lasts forever.
All right. Thank you so much. My name is Ilson John. Of course, I'm a sport journalist. Today with me at the studio today for come discuss about the developments and progress that happened so far at the Babadi Kamara administration. And before now, I'll be also extend invitation to Pali Sise, where himself don't give me assurance, say he could join me in the program, but unfortunately, he not be able to join me in the studio throughout this edition of the Liberty Sports program. Well, now all this will get time for. Of course, we want for extend apologies to una we send on our messages them. We will not be able to read their messages today, now because of time. But hopefully we go there again next week Saturday for another edition of the program Liberty Sports. Till then, I want for wishing all the sporting weekend. Goodbye.